Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great, and I wanted to just watch the teaser that they put out a couple days ago, Genshin Impact, about the new region, that one. I've been looking forward to this region for a while, like ever since I kind of had sentience, and figured, hey, we're one day gonna get the Pyro region. And I was always kind of like excited ever since Inazuma. I was wondering. Fontaine sounded cool, but it didn't interest me too much. And Fontaine is not my favorite region story wise. And then it's maybe Inazuma. But overall, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm gonna first play the video for you guys so you can watch with me, and then we're gonna go ahead and go through it, and I'm gonna share my opinions with you. I'm gonna put it in full screen so you guys have a good watching experience. Sorry,
Are we ready? Let's go!
1 second. Okay.
Are we ready? Let's go! Attention, please! Kachina will now release the ball to promote the upcoming tournament. Huh? Gotta get a photo to remember it. Hey, that's too close. Huh? Oh, great. And... No! Too far! Son of a...
Pass.
What the heck is that? Oh, do I have to... Get out of here! Leave me alone!
Is it that time of year again? The tournament. I wonder if she's watching.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it for now because we're kind of going into a different direction with the trailer right now. So the thing is, with this trailer, I'm kind of like on the fence of things because Natlin, when I picture Natlin, from what I can remember, I don't remember. Oh, sorry if I tab out, it shows you a black screen. My apologies. So from what I can remember, how they depicted Natlan was in constant war, right? No, I don't know, and that's actually correct. But I did not picture like I mean, it looks like a cool place, I guess. It looks pretty cool. But I didn't picture it to be so like sunny, like nothing bad is happening, right? Because everyone kept depicting it as a land of war, constant war, etc. Sorry if I'm like misinformed or whatever, but that's what I pictured it as. Um, and from what I can remember, the Pyro Archon is the god of war. Again, if I'm misinformed, I apologize. But I kind of pictured it to be a gloomy place, a place that's in like it can be a good civilization, like in terms of technology and shit. But I did not expect it to look like this. It just looks like a harbor. I don't really know. It doesn't like I don't really like I don't like how it looks. It looks nice, I guess, but I did not want really I necessarily didn't want Natlan to look like this, is what I'm saying. I'm kind of struggling to get my points across right now, but I apologize, but I kind of didn't want it to look like this, and I see that Genshin's taking like a turn in how they're trying to portray stories and how they're trying to, not necessarily stories, I apologize, but how they're trying to portray the game and how they're making the game. I want Genshin to take like a more mature turn in their game, because I don't want to feel like a child when I play the game, because I really like the lore of the game, and I feel like the lore, if done properly, can be very mature and gritty for its audience, right? But you cannot necessarily promote that as well as this, you know? And it's kind of disappointing. considering, like, I don't know, I feel like over the last couple of months per se, or maybe even a year or so, they've been taking a different route in terms of how they make characters and how they design them, their looks, etc., and regions and events and shit. Everything is like overly cutesy, and I don't like it. And another gripe I have is like the new summer event that's gonna come out today. Now, I am gonna play through it, and I'm gonna get Navia today, I hope. Um, and I'm really looking forward to Navia. I'm really looking forward to her, but I'm not necessarily looking forward or hyped for the new like time limited region, because I'm not a kid. Like I don't like I understand you can enjoy like cute stuff even if you're in your like 20s, 30s, whatever. But I don't like the direction the game is taking necessarily. It never looked mature, you know? Like I get it. But that's kind of because it's oversaturated, or not oversaturated, but it's got a lot of contrast in its colors and design, and it's got like a lot of very young characters and shit. And I've kind of sometimes had a gripe with certain character designs in this game, but I can't. I let it slide because I like the game and whatever. But it seems like it's taking a really like steep turn towards this like overly cutesy, casual shit, right? And I would kind of like it to over accentuate what it does have that is high quality in terms of story. Now I would like them to improve the story writing, or sorry, like the story direction in terms of how they depict the story, but the story itself is very good, and it's just kind of disappointing. That's all. The character designs overall are pretty okay. I'm not necessarily caught on any character. Maybe her. She looks pretty cool, but yet again, like the thing with Genshin and a lot of gacha games in general is they like to design a lot of characters that aren't necessarily children looking, but aren't necessarily adult looking either. I don't know how to explain this, but that's how it comes across. For example, this character is obviously like it can it can go both ways, right? It can be like a 17 or 18-year-old, or maybe even a 19-year-old in some cases. And you're gonna pass it off because it's an anime art style, right? But then, in some cases, people are gonna say she's 15, and I would believe her, or her, what them, and I would believe them if they had like good sources and if the developers confirmed it, because it can go both ways, right? And it's kind of like an uncomfortable medium in terms of character design, because it comes off across you trying to depict two children, but then also the adults feeling like a bit uncomfortable sometimes. An example, me, for example, I kind of feel uncomfortable with certain characters sometimes. For trailers, I don't want to like. Wait, is it? Sorry. I'm gonna search it up real quick. 3.2 Genshin trailer. So this Genshin trailer, right? My biggest gripe with Genshin trailers is the fact
So this is how
is the
it feels
fact
to walk out of that
like
cave with my own body.
it's just I was never the fan. I was never a fan of those things. Like those cutesy children characters that they promote. You know, each to their own. I'm not gonna like hate or whatever. I'm just kind of saying how I don't know. I feel like they could take a much better role, or not role, but a much better direction in terms of how they depict things, and it would be way cooler in my opinion. But you know, it may be subjective, so I'm not gonna delve too deep into it. Now, a thing I am gonna delve into is the character design of individual characters. So this, I forgot a name, is like Mualani or something. They've got really cool names. Some of them, most of them, maybe. Kachina, I don't like her. It's a child. I'm not really interested in seeing how she plays or whatever. Like whatever. Children exist. Feels like it's a bit over excessive sometimes, but it's fine. This fella is apparently a Dendro unit. He looks like a Walmart version of Zhao. I don't know. I'm not really too interested. I don't like his character design too much. This guy's cool. This little fella. She's kind of cool. And then we get to her. I mean, she's another child. Like, see what I'm talking about? They, it's mostly just like 15-year-old looking characters, or that can pass off as early like adults. It's so weird. I don't know if I'm the only one that has that feeling. Like, I cannot for fucking life of me tell what the hell is going on in these trailers with character design sometimes. She is a child. I refuse to believe that she's not a child. But, you know, nothing wrong with that. Except for her massive boobs that are shown here. Now, we've had this discussion. Well, the community has had a discussion with Ellen and whatever. And I think as long as it's done in good representation, a character is always like 15 to 17-year-olds are not going to be flat chested. That's never going to happen. Right? Or almost never, sorry. It's normal in human development that you're going to get boobs at the age of like 14, 15, right? So it makes sense. However, what I don't like is the fact that sometimes it's accentuated, and depending on if she has jiggle physics, we might have a slight issue. I necessarily don't have too big of a problem with it because I don't look at those things, right? And I don't really care. But I do care at how people portray in their games, how people portray children and non-adults. If it is, she's fine as fuck, by the way. It feels like they're trying to like they're going towards the route of characters that kind of appeal to the general public of the game's like players, which makes sense, but it's kind of where you lose. We kind of missed Ianson real quick. So she's like a Geo unit. Interesting. Ianson, I mean, he's kind of cool. She, I can't tell. I think it's a she. She's kind of okay. I mean, she looks kind of cool. Like a local of Natlin. She looks like an outsider. She does not look nice at all. She looks pretty okay. I like her design. She's cool. She's like a Chlorand, but weird edition. I don't know. And now we're gonna move on to the next part of the trailer real quick. Where we meet the Pyro Archon. Tell me she doesn't look like one of those NPCs in fucking racing anime where she's gonna announce the world's biggest tournament. Funnily enough, by the way. Like, she does not look like she belongs at all. And depending on what direction the story takes, and if she actually turns out to not be the Pyro Archon, that would be interesting. Because this design is extremely out of place. Extremely. And that doesn't really make sense, does it? It's a bit weird. I don't know. I don't like her design. She looks cool, but I don't like how she is portrayed. And a lot of people have been having issues with like let me show you a bit more. A lot of people have been having issues because she's like purely white, right? And from what I've heard, it's like Latin America where this is from. So they shouldn't be white. I kind of like I don't really care too much for those things. I think people are reaching with their hate. They're over exaggerating. Like who cares, right? At the end of the day, who cares? Like I'm sorry, but if a character has a good design, a good story, nobody's going to care if, you know, she's not the color she's quote unquote supposed to be. She doesn't have to be a local to be an Archon. She literally could have come from a different place and then, you know, became an Archon. And I'm gonna get into it after, where I kind of agree that some characters should be more dark-skinned, but I digress.
The tournament will soon begin. My dear friends, take your positions.
Her voice actress really reminds me of someone. I forget who. I swear to God, I've heard her voice actress before. If anyone knows, let me know. I'd highly appreciate you.
Embrace your competitive spirit and give your all. This battle is for winners only. The champion will take all.
Sounds like Disney music. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds overly Disney-ish, but you know, it is what it is. This trailer's just, I don't know. It's a bit underwhelming. Not even a bit. It's just underwhelming to me. And then we have Capitano alongside like the new character. He might be working with Capitano because he's like right next to him. I don't really know. Ororono or whatever this guy's name is, but let me look real quick. His name is Ororon. I don't know.
Are you brave enough to compete?
It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. After this trailer is done, I'm gonna go look and see if I can find her pyro thing. Let me see. So it's nowhere here. Okay. Maybe it's at her back or something. Doesn't look that way. Nope. There isn't like the pyrovision thing on her. Oh. It's a fat ass, but no, nowhere to be seen. Oh, here maybe? Is that it? Over there? That may be it.
Time to burn again. Even the tiniest of sparks will not go unnoticed. Did you catch everything?
I still don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the hell that is, bro. I'll be honest.
What our eyes see ought to be our fate. But now, close your eyes and feel. For with our blood, we will forge our true fate.
Whatever the hell that means. Sorry, I am not really interested. I wanna... Fuck, dude. Oh, here? Brother, she literally does not have the vision anywhere. Am I stupid? Does any other Archon have their vision on them? Like, it's just a... Shit, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Moalani, we got... So her name is Mavuika. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just a bit of a letdown. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not interested, and I don't think I will be. Unless they have got like a really, really good story writing, which obviously I'll be interested in, but I don't know. I don't like how Natlan looks. I didn't expect it to look this way. I didn't expect the Pyro Archon to look this way. And you know, sometimes unique things or things you don't expect are good, and you'll change your opinion on it. She definitely looks cool, but I don't think she fits at all, and I think the general community, like the general populace of this community agrees as well. And I don't think you should personally like attack employees and especially voice actors and voice actresses because they have not done anything to, you know, contribute to, you know, them looking white when they're apparently not supposed to look white. I mean, I don't know, they don't have to look white, but or they don't have to look like, I mean, maybe this guy looks like a local. He could have like been a bit more dark skinned, but I don't know. I don't really know why they look that like. Jesus Christ, I don't really know why they made this decision. I think maybe we're gonna have a point in the story where she's actually not the Pyro Archon, and maybe this is like a different body that she took on, because that's never been done before. I think this is like a different body that she herself took, and the Pyro Archon is like a spirit or something. I don't fucking know, dude. But maybe that's how it is. Oh no, that has been done before with Raiden. Right. But in a different sense. But anyway, I don't know. We'll see. Moral of the story: too long didn't watch. I don't necessarily like how Natlan looks. I am not interested in the character designs. They don't look very appealing. Sorry, they don't look too interesting to me, except like maybe a couple. I don't know. I'm interested to see how the story goes, and I hope it takes an actual like turn towards the. Some people call it edgy, but it's not really edgy. Depending on how they portray it, of course. I hope they take a better turn in their story writing and presentation of things, so they make the good story that is very complex and intriguing appeal to people that actually like the story and want it to look serious instead of looking like a kid's game, because it at this point it kind of fucking is. Let's be honest, but nothing wrong with that. Anyways, hope you guys will have a great day. I wish you all the best, and I'm gonna do that real quick. I hope you guys will have a great day. I love you all, and yeah, I'll see you all later.